With the time and tide, and there's a temporal front. Journey to the summit on New Romulus and help ensure its success. Meet our delegate at the embassy on New Romulus. Yep, okay, we're gonna do that next.
Data from the future you've provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the First Alliance Summit. This could be the beginning of a new age, and your presence there could ensure the summit's success. Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
Wait, I want to check something. Do have some not cool sets somewhere. Not cool, not cool. And Vorgon Tetrion. So when I do this, I should pick up the assault. Assault what? I think they accidentally a whole word there. Assault rifle, probably. Yeah, let's accept that. I just need to grab a quick bio break, guys. So I will be back in a minute and a half. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna continue this. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm glad you guys are all still here. This does happen to be one of my favorite arcs, by the way. It's actually pretty well written, I think, despite it being like temporal shenanigans and stuff. Let's drink a little bit more water before we continue. Alright, here we go. So what's next? Head to New Romulus, and I am in the Delta Quadrant, so we might as well hit the transwarp button. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just looking at the other window here. So let's begin at the temporal front. And we're taking everyone down with us. That's cool. Our nice multicolored group of officers. It's really happening, Admiral. The first summit conference between the major powers and the Alliance. Thank you, thank you. Given your pivotal role in events leading to this meeting, the various leaders and ambassadors will be seeking your counsel on the matter. We shouldn't keep them waiting. Pivotal role, eh? I did my duty as an officer, nothing more. Hello, Lieutenant Commander.
Greetings. It's an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to New Romulus and the first Alliance Summit. The opening ceremonies will begin soon. Until then, please, wait here in the Assembly Hall.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. And speak to the other Federation representatives. Oh, Okeg is here. Ah, yes, I kind of remember this mission.
Good to see you. Quite a sight to see, this summit. I can't help but wonder what the role of Starfleet will be once it's complete. Will we return to a role of discovery, or remain on guard, phasers at the ready?
That thought has crossed my mind, Admiral, more than once.
This summit shall be of historical importance, to be certain. Ambassador Sugihara and President Okeg have a monumental task ahead of them, however. There is a 34.8% chance of a major diplomatic incident occurring during the summit, one that could lead to its complete collapse.
Considering the delegates, I'm surprised the figure isn't higher. Captain Sean.
Well, here we are. It's still a little hard to believe, isn't it? Peace in our time, or so they say in all the media reports. Regardless of the outcome today, the crew of the Enterprise stands ready.
As does my crew, Captain. Come what may, we will do our duty. It's not we're gonna do our duty, we're gonna do our duty. What species is okay? Is it the Saurian? Whatever that reptilian race? Okay, talk to President.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course. Were it not for your efforts, this summit wouldn't be happening. Allow me to thank you for that, on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. We've quite the journey ahead of us, but we'll begin today by taking that important first step.
Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Words to live by. Oh. Right. You're absolutely right, Orange Eye. So he is a self-insert. He's got the bald head and all. Although he's a bit thinner than Gecko. But that makes sense. Speak with Jempok. Where is Jempok? Right over there. Gotta love these developers doing self-inserts into things.
Kavan, today is a momentous occasion for us all. Let us hope that this conference goes better than the one at Kittima. You have done well to prove that we need this agreement to succeed. Still, it would be naive of us all to assume that this peace will last any longer than the ones that have come before. More likely, we are on the peaceful side of a giant circle, and it is only a matter of time before we find the side of war once more.
Our enemies won't stand by while we march forward. And then Datan, where are you? Where are you, Datan? You should be right there. Kinda sus.
Jolan True. Truly, we are witnesses to history. If only my esteemed mentor, Ambassador Spock, had lived to see this day. When reflecting upon this summit, I am reminded of an ancient Terran saying he once taught me. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. Many here today would see that come to pass for us, I think.
Yeah, that's one of the sayings. I think in ancient China they also had a saying. How did it go? Something about turning hostilities into gifts of jade and silk. Or something along those lines. Of that I have no doubt, sir.
And yet, despite the withdrawal of the Iconians, We have many enemies throughout the void. Many worlds must be rebuilt to survive. It seems we have great need of both swords and plowshares. A strong alliance can secure both of them for us all.
If you want peace, prepare for war. Seems appropriate. Well, there's cultural sharing going on. I mean, we have been hanging around together for like a bit of time, so. And the Federation's all about actually promoting its culture. It's one of their things that they actually are transactional with. Remember, Voyager used, when it was in a quadrant, used its culture, Federation culture, as a currency. Speak to the other ambassadors. Of course, it could be that these aliens want to get or say words that would be familiar to us. That's Shava. Speak to the other ambassadors. Let's speak to the other ambassadors first. This is so familiar. I mean, we were just over at in the future doing this.
We stand upon the threshold of a great venture for all gentle beings in the galaxy. The Deferi, as always, shall strive to seek a state of balance. This may be our greatest challenge yet, but one we cannot forsake.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but well, maybe in the future the cultural exchange would have progressed even further. That's something naturally that happens even in our time. I mean, we do share a lot of stuff. Western culture, we have like stuff from Europe, from different parts of Europe, from Africa, of course, and Asia, and that sort of thing. We pick up culture, and the same goes vice versa. I mean, you go to Japan and you'll see like American culture there, and now the British also did a number on the world by exporting their Victorian values everywhere. So it's a positive and a negative, and it does get spread. But I'm guessing the Federation is a bit more benign in doing it than, say, what the Victorian era British did, for example, or hell, even what the Americans did. I mean, back when Japan was closed off, they actually sailed warboats into the harbors of Japan and forced them to open up their country. Because money. But that goes without saying. Although, yeah, you're right. A lot of the references here that they have are pretty much Western references. I would like to see more or different references from other cultures around the world. That would be kind of interesting. I guess it's based on who's actually creating this stuff, right? Let's continue. The pursuit of balance is an Admiral 1 ambassador. Depella.
It's agreeable to see you here. Considering your actions during the Iconian conflict, it is eminently logical for you to be a part of determining the Alliance's path forward.
May we now ascend from chaos using reason as our guide. Elam Garak.
Greetings! Quite the gathering today, wouldn't you agree? One hopes that amidst all
Garak,
splendor, the
not
great
Garak.
powers find it in their hearts to remember the plight of Cardassia.
The Cardassian people will not be forgotten, Counselor. Rom.
While Rule 34 says that war is good for business, I think I've had my fill of it. Still, with what I hear in the industry, we're in for a heaping helping of Rule 35.
Peace is good for business, if memory serves.
Exactly. And here's hoping that business is good. The markets took a beating in the last days of the war.
Rule 125. You can't make a deal if you're dead. Wise word. And then Kira Nerys.
I've heard this summit is as much about the future of the Four Quadrants as it is a resolution of the war. I'm happy with finding peace, though. We're all long overdue for this.
Agreed, evidence. And then check on Shava. Actually kind of sad now that we won't get any more Nog.
The opening ceremonies are about to begin. Ambassador Sugihara will be making an announcement shortly.
Very good, Lieutenant Commander.
May I have your attention? The summit is about to commence. Please join me in the main conference room now.
And talk to the ambassador.
So glad you could make it. I have to admit, you've done what many believed to be impossible, bringing everyone to the table to form a greater galactic alliance. Well done. Now, if you would be so kind, would you mind escorting your leader to the conference room? I can't think of a better honor.
Escort your faction leader to the conference room. Of course, Ambassador. See you inside. Let's talk to Gecko. I mean, Okeg.
Is it time? Very well. Let's not keep history waiting.
This way, Mr. President. Is he gonna run or is he just gonna walk? He's just gonna walk. And it's gonna trigger anyways. I know, I said it's gonna trigger anyways. Speech to text is so drunk.
Fellow delegates, honored guests, we stand at a crossroads.
Chancellor, that Romulan poisoned his wine. This is Romulan treachery.
We did no such thing.
Mr. President, look out!
He'll be fine, yeah. Told you that waitress was sus. Oi. Where'd she go? I look away for a second and she's gone. Oh, she's still there. She's got a nice sword there. Which reminds me, for the next event that's coming up next week, the console people are getting a nice flaming sword. That should be pretty interesting. I wish we would get that. Unless we already got it at some point and I missed it. Time to get to the bottom of this, that's right. Question the assassin.
You. Once again, you meddle in the affairs of your betters, alien.
Wait, who's the one who's doing the meddling? You just tried to assassinate the president of the Federation, and we stopped you. And you're accusing us of meddling. I mean, that's, yeah. Next year on PC, apparently. Next year we're getting the flaming sword. Okay, that's only like, what, a couple of months away? That's good. Maybe. I recognize you anywhere, Krog. It's been a while. Pity about Galandan Core. Over 100 years have passed and it's still a putrid wasteland. I can see by the look on your face that we're about to have an unpleasant conversation. So be it. Let's start with something simple. What time period are you from, exactly?
One that shall be free of your wretched species, I think. And soon.
A little bit of cooperation wouldn't hurt. Specialist, be smart.
As you wish. A simple tricorder scan will reveal my point of origin as the 29th century, by your primitive reckoning.
Much better, thank you. Next question. How did you get here?
To this room? A simple matter of putting one foot in front of the other, really. With considerable practice, you may be able to master the technique, although I have my doubts.
You have a singular wit, Specialist. Let's try again.
Very well. I shall humor you. For now. I utilized an integrated nanoweave mesh to present myself as a Riemann with the proper credentials to serve here. Your crude attempts at security were easily foiled, as you can clearly see.
Fascinating. I look forward to studying it. For now, let's move on. Are you working alone or part of a team?
One of my people is worth 1,000 of your misbegotten species.
Tactical, you're alone. I don't scan any more like you.
Correct. You are more astute than I gave you credit for, mongrel.
Charming. Time for another question. Where is your home base of operations?
Search the skies for a star in the grip of death, and you may find my home.
Surely you're not referring to Nakul, or are you?
Yes, Nakul. Her beautiful radiance will return to the cosmos once more. It is a matter of destiny.
But how? Interesting. Talk to Captain Walker.
Hello. I see you've discovered a temporal anomaly.
Captain Walker? Indeed, Captain Walker is with us now. Talk to Captain Walker. That's too many buttons to press there, that conversation.
Strangely, we couldn't track the actual traveler, but we sensed a change in history on this day and time. Seemed like a good idea to investigate it.
Meet Specialist Krog. She just failed to assassinate President Okeg.
No doubt an attempt to fatally undo the Alliance Summit. Quite the terrorist act. If this summit fails, everything you saw in the future would be disrupted at best. At worst, that future will cease to exist entirely.
Sounds like a trip to the future is in order, Captain.
Go to the future? If we're certain they are from Nakul, wouldn't a preemptive strike in this time put an end to any of their future ambitions?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work like that. Disrupting the Nakul now would be disastrous.
That's correct. The safest course of action is to stop the incursion at its point of origin, the 29th century Nakul system. Time is of the essence. We'll need to leave soon. May I suggest turning over your prisoner to Commander Jarak before we depart?
Agreed, Commander, if you would be so kind.
I'll be happy to acquaint Specialist Krog with the interior of a high-security Romulan holding cell. Good hunting.
Thank you, Commander. Run a level 3 security scan. She may have more tricks up her sleeve. Yes, inform Command that we're investigating the incident at the source and beam us up. Oh, my guys is missing.
All hands, brace for temporal shift. Now!
Stellar drift indicates we're in the 29th century. Interesting. What have you discovered? Let's turn that stuff on. Over 400 years have passed and this Nakul hasn't turned into a singularity. I'm reading some very unusual stellar radiation. The past stack is haloing us on screen.
I take it you're seeing the same thing we are. While the Nakul star was ruined by the Toxuthat in your time, the fact that it's not a black hole is quite the mystery.
Reports of its demise appear to have been exaggerated.
Quite so. We're also reading a massive structure of unknown origin near the star. It's a day for enigmas, it seems.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at these enigmas, Captain. Use long-range scanners.
Strange. This system hasn't been inhabited for decades. What are the Nakul up to?
Approach mid-sensor range.
Unknown vessels, you have violated Nakul space. You shall pay
Sure.
your lives.
Get that Nakul have cloaking technology. Might have needed to pick up more maneuverable ship to do this particular. Maybe. Doing the mid-range scan.
Most of the Nakul are law-abiding, but the radical elements have been a thorn in our side for some time.
Looks like that thorn is getting sharper, Captain. So let's get a bit closer and do the scan again. There's no scan, it's just
Pay for your crimes, alien filth.
falling filth. Is that the past actor on Gravity Wells? That's really nice of it. Kill Captain Walker.
This is starting to come together. General Vosk is the leader of a radical element within the Nakul. We've been looking for him for some time.
Your search may be over. We're reading an inbound ship at high warp.
Acknowledged. Sensors indicate she's of Nakul registry, the NV Destiny.
Helm set and intercept course.
I am General Vosk of the Nakul. I do not recognize your vessel, and your face is new to me. Identify yourself.
One of your people has
Silent. The goals of a primitive aboard a garbage scow matter little to me.
garbage scow.
Nakul at once, or you will be destroyed.
If that's the way you want to play it, General, so be it. Man, these guys hurt, by the way. Well, we disabled the ship. Some heals going. Oh, never mind. Onto Vosk's ship.
Bad news.
We're on our way. Bad news is happening. By the way, guys, thanks for sticking around while the gerbils do their thing. Man, oh man, I'm just checking the news real quick, and it really is a nail biter. Yeah, that's pretty close. And the gerbils are still at it? Wow, okay. This a nail biter across the board, holy shit. Alright, acknowledge. Alright, everyone move and stay sharp. But this one, these Nakul are actually kind of annoying to fight on the ground. Up here.
I admire your tenacity, but your struggle is truly in vain. Soon the Nakul will stand first above all. Your kind will be but a memory, replaced by the glory of Nakul.
Not if you have anything to say about it, General. It jump around a bit like that, which is kind of annoying. Defeat Vosk is what we need to do. So we have to defeat those guys that are throwing around their shielding. Let's drop some of these guys as well, and one of the right into a mine. How annoying. Damn it. Res me. Res me. Number one. Thank you, number one. You did a good job. Almost there. Oh, he's really focused on me. Oh, good. Almost died there.
General Vosk, the portal is ready.
All hands, begin temporal shunt for Nakul, for destiny.
Come with us, sir. It's time.
Very well. Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence. Now.
That's not good. That's not going to be good at all. Alright, defeat his remaining forces. Let's get close and personal here. Anyone else? Bit of green shit on the ground here. Looks like that's it, so... Oh no, there's someone. There you are.
Need to get this situation under control, and fast! I'm beaming over to join your efforts.
Talk to Captain Walker.
Keeping the Destiny in one piece. Her temporal tech alone is well worth saving. Cover me while I try to shut down the self-destruct sequence. Be prepared. The Nakul won't go down easy.
Understood, Captain. We'll give you the time you need. Another one of these guarding missions.
Incoming enemies! Hold the line!
Right. They're coming from over there. Where are they coming from? Oh, from over here. Get vaporized. Never mind. Not gonna happen. Gonna get another set from somewhere. Yep, he's still there. Okay. I just saw him shooting at the shield thing.
Damn! Hard locked the self-destruct. I'm going to try to bypass the lock. Cover me.
Grumpy, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome back. Thank you for that raid. Grumpy Cat on screen.
More not cool heading our way.
Klingons do not procrastinate. It is a tactical delay.
Hehehe. Welcome, man. Alright, and the texting didn't pop up. It popped up in the chat bot, but it didn't pop up in the actual chat. I gotta do something about that. We're just doing the future-proof, the future-proof story arc. We're actually most of the way through it. We're doing, come on, don't die on me. I'm about to drop dead, aren't I? Anyone else here? Well, so we're just doing, for those of you who don't know what we're about, we do calm, chill streams, usually late at night, sometimes during the day. Different games depending. Mostly Star Trek Online.
Adaptive security. Looks like they've learned
Is
a trick or
that's-
two from the Borg.
That's what people
Let's
seem to
download
like.
what data we can and leave.
Sure, download data from where? Show me where. Up here. Okay. Maybe.
Multiple Nakul life signs detected.
I lose my walker. I did. Okay, he lost his buddy, so now we can kill him. Are we getting flanked? We're getting flanked, aren't we? God damn Nakuls. I don't like you guys. Could you, like, just stop being such space assholes? Not too much to ask.
Clever devils. They've started using a full data purge. Think I can stall that for a while.
Okay, so that's the 4 out of 4 here. Okay. Almost done. Wait. This one over here.
Need a little more time here.
Thank you, Suki. It's because I got a face for radio. That's why. So when you have the face for radio, you have to compensate with something else, like a decent radio voice. Is there more of them? Where are they? Orders going off here. There you are. Sneaky bastard trying to flank us. It's not gonna work. There any more? There should be one more somewhere. There they are.
I've unlocked one of the last data nodes. Better have a look.
Cool. Let's talk.
It's grim. Destiny is about to explode, and the Nakul are on the verge of a major military operation. I'll return
Eastern.
to Pasta, call for reinforcements, and hold the line.
Eastern time zone.
I managed to bypass the security protocols on the main console. Grab any critical data you can and beam out before Destiny explodes.
Will do. Good luck, Captain. We won't be long. Which console is that? Is it the one at the front? It is indeed the one at the front. Okay. Okay, download that. beam back to the ship. That's the invasion plan to all these worlds. Very nice. Good thing we got our hands on it, otherwise stuff would hit the fan. We never did get that ship as a playable ship, did we? Or did we? No, we didn't. We got the battle cruiser, the science ship, and the freighter. Take us to a safe distance. Kaboom, it blew up. Alright. So
Shut down the Nakul portal quickly. We'll be facing a full-scale temporal assault. Reinforcements are on the way, both for us and the Nakul.
sure.
Things are about to get rough.
Red alert, all hands, battle stations. And here we go, portal jumper. Hope you had a good stream. I saw you were playing some Red Dead. How'd that go? Grumpy, if you're still here.
I'm picking up many more Nakul ships inbound. Holding them back will be challenging. This situation is escalating. We must destroy their temporal facility before any other ships travel through.
There we go. Weapons ready. Let's put that portal out of commission. What are we targeting? We're targeting the whole thingy. Was out. He was up like really early morning today.
Captain Bucky, USS. How may we be of service?
Kaboom. Might have fallen asleep at the computer again. Interesting. Kaboom, let's go. And then it's just a cleanup, eh? One more. And that's it. It's all over but for the screaming. Let's get the hail. There we go.
Well, that could have gone better. Still, with that data you downloaded and a little luck, we might be able to find the Nakul vessels that made it through the portal. Hopefully before they can do any serious damage to the time stream.
Have faith, Captain. We'll stop him.
Your confidence is reassuring. Let's get you back to... Wait. We just registered a new historical record. It appears that General Vosk has been found and dealt with in the distant past by Captain Jonathan Archer.
One of Starfleet's finest. That's one down, more to follow.
Indeed. We've got our work cut out for us. I suspect we'll have to recruit more temporal agents to deal with incursions of this magnitude. Regardless, thank you for all your help today. Let me know when you're ready to return to your time.
Acknowledged. And after this...
Return to the 25th century.
Yes, I am. And after this mission was released is when they actually did the Agents of Yesteryear, or whatever it was called. Agents of Yesterday. Agents of Doohickey. It was Agents of Doohickey, wasn't it?
Welcome
Fairly certain.
back. I've asked Temporal Investigations to see what can be done about the Nakul incursions. You'll be happy to know that the summit is still on, though it took Sujihara quite a bit of maneuvering to get the Klingons back to the table. Commander Shavah's sacrifice was not in vain. May she rest in peace.
Right, Agents of Time, whatchamajig. Collect the rewards. Yeah, that was actually quite amusing. Took us like quite a few hours to get him awake, if I remember correctly. Let's see, what's the next mission in the episode? Oh, we have 2 more. The Envoy of the Temporal Liberation Front.
There's been a serious temporal incursion. Head to Deep Space Nine and use the wormhole to travel to the Gamma Quadrant as soon as possible. Once we're through the wormhole, we'll be traveling to what becomes the new Khitomer system in the 28th century. It's on the fringe of current Dominion territory, so we should be able to transit in time before they're aware of us.
Ah, okay, so I was asking earlier where New Khitomer was. Apparently it's in the Gamma Quadrant. Alrighty, is there anything I could just, let's reset this. Yeah, I think we can salvage most of this stuff. Yeah. Actually, what was my ground endeavor here? Polaron damage in space. How did I do Polaron damage in space when I don't have? I don't get it. Never mind. Weirdness. So we're going to Deep Space Nine. And since this is constantly loading, it's pretty much an instant load. Taking a look at the other window, if there's stuff I'm missing. Interesting. Alright, well, let's just begin. Again with the gerbils. Lots of gerbils. Well, not a lot of gerbils, maybe half a gerbil this time. Very slow load time. That's the only frustration I have with 3/4 of a gerbil. Yeah, well, no, we were talking about the 3-legged gerbil a bit earlier. Sometimes it's worse than that.
We've lost contact with Temporal Fleet Command. No response to hails. Nothing. The Envoy's Temporal Liberation Front is behind this. We're in trouble. We need to get to New Khitomer and assess the situation. Be ready for anything. There's no telling what could be waiting for us there.
Sure. Wait, I thought we were in the present. We're in the future now. Krenim, Nakul, Forgod, and even Sphere Builder. There's been a fight here. Yeah, red alert. We're gonna go mess stuff up. Let's go.
Not yet. They haven't fully
Wait,
occupied
what?
the sector or the station by the look of things. But we need to move fast. They've shut down the temporal operations relay, so we're on our own. We won't be able to contact our ships in the time stream without it. Once we get the ops relay online again, we'll be able to call in reinforcements and secure the sector. Let's make a surgical strike before they can reinforce their positions.
Sure, Helm, take us in. Where are we going? Over here. should have stayed cloaked, buddy. Oh shit. Kaboom. Alright, this is pretty easy actually. It is on advanced. Why is it so easy? Famous last words. Okay. Entering transporter range. Advanced is easy till it's not, yeah. I did soup up the ship a little bit. Alright. So it was pretty much a gimmick build before, but I did do some changes based on... Hey Augie, welcome back. Alright, okay, it's fine. Go ahead and laugh at me. I did upgrade the ship based on some stuff I saw on your last video. I swapped over to the dark matter. I still have to upgrade it. Angry DPS is here. And some consoles switched around. I also put in I put in DEM 3 and override subsystems 2. Took out the aux to dampeners and stuff. You know, changed a couple of traits. Not too much of a big deal, but it hits a lot harder now. Just a couple of changes are quite significant actually. Something's not adding up here. Yeah, we've encountered a token resistance force beamed over without incident or obstruction. I'm feeling it's a little too easy to me. Hey, I was just thinking the same thing. Not sure I like where this is going. And is there something he's not telling us about the situation? My tactical officer brings up some good points, Daniel.
I agree. They must know we're here. We fought our way in. Is this a trap? Possibly, but not one of my making. It's simple. The envoy and his forces need to be stopped right here, right now. Trust me or not, but we need to complete our mission here.
I don't know, it might make him even uglier than he already is. Alright, Daniels, we'll see this through with you.
Command-level access console in what used to be the main assembly hall. From there, we can get the ops relay back in business.
Very well, proceed with caution. I don't like surprises.
We're going to have to find another way.
Okay, we didn't even get a chance to try that door.
Wait, someone's coming from down the hall.
It's the Krenum. Anything in here? Oh, hold on, there's something in here. Okay, a little full, and this should... Okay, never mind. They're still after the Toxu Tat. Wow. Guys don't give up, do you? I was hoping to vaporize that person. So, oh, here we go. Can we get a vaporization? No. Can't even shoot at him. Line of sight issues. Okay. Another data pad. Yeah, okay, roleplay stuff. Don't care too much. They ran right over a mine. That's my intelligent gameplay there. Real pro. Hey CG Tomb Raider, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, my friend. We're just continuing where we left off yesterday. Actually, you missed pretty much most of the stuff we continued from. Oi. We're actually pretty much near the end of this story arc. There's this mission and another one. But I don't think you mind. You've probably already done these particular missions over and over again. I'm standing and stupid, aren't I? I am.
Let's try one of the consoles for the main doors over there. Still no luck. Head for the other side door at the far end of the hallway.
Sure. Clear that we're gonna have to go through every single door. Where's this buddy? There they are. Done out here. Can I get a vaporization? Yeah, there we go. Vaporize them. That's what I wanted. Alright, Orangitis, you have a good one. Gonna ask which anime is it that you're watching, but apparently you're distracted. Uh-oh, they hit us with something. Mr. Nakul Commander, die. Boy, don't die. Is there a pad here? There is. Oop. Okay, it's a weird line of sight there. Yeah, okay, more RP. Let's keep going. First to check, we're gonna have to go every single... hello, I clicked on the door. Securely locked. Okay, I guess we can't open this. Maybe we can. Missed something. I guess we can't go through that one. Sentries. There you go. These guys. No, you up there. Yeah, teleporting behind us like that is not fair, man. That's kind of cheaty. I'll go with the first one. It's a random dog shit luck here.
Hold your fire. I'd like a word with our guest. You've come so far, done so very much. Time and again, you devastated worlds and civilizations, all in the name of your proper timeline. Today, at Procyon 5, your reign of terror will end. We will be free. You know Krog, of course, and Boratus. But there's one more player to meet before the end. Come in, my dear. Join us.
Don't mind if I do. You're probably wondering why I'm here. Funny story. When Archer, our Archer, found the Defiant back in the 22nd century, there was a message in her computer. For my eyes only. It took a while to get to me, but it was worth the wait. It was from our gracious host, telling me that the Defiant wasn't an accident, but his gift. The gift of Empire, and an invitation to more. Seems only fair to repay such generosity with a gift of my own. Enjoy. The Terran Empire stands with you, Envoy.
Oh no, Daniels.
Ha! Welcome, Admiral, and thank you for the fine gift.
Noi! It's you.
I've been waiting for this for such a long time, old friend. Your alliance is lost, and your life is almost at an end. Our destiny awaits us at Procyon 5, my allies. Let us depart.
No! Today, Azure will be avenged by my hand.
You're not the only one seeking justice today, Vorgon.
A bit cringy.
Make them suffer.
Definitely cringy. But we can deal with this. We're gonna teach him not to do this cringy shit. Might as well drop that. Do this. Get rid of these guys. Yeah, we don't need you shielding our enemies here. Can I get her to vaporize? No, probably not. Check on Daniels. That was a bit easy. Someone must have vaporized. Or explosively vaporized. Been through to go out like that. He'd want us to go on, honor his sacrifice. Once it's running, we can bring in some backup. Let's do it. All right. So the console over where? That console over here. Unlock all doors. Return to main prompt. Activate temporal reaper. Okay. And exit. Not yet. There's that one door we couldn't open, right? Let's go check it out. Looks like there's some red targets that we can check out here. Store, right? Oh, hello. There's some kind of story here going on, so let's... Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? No, not yet. Now are you dead? No, not yet. Man, this guy's tough. Well, he's an engineer, so that kind of makes sense, right? I've had many suitors in my time, but this envoy may be the best yet. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Disciple of Sun Tzu. An accolade that I actually never got before. Interesting. Yes, energize. I think I remember to come back and check it. Yeah, these things are actually more fun when you have people with you. Noi left the ISS Enterprise behind to deal with us. Now we got a fight on our hand. Alright, well let's not disappoint him. Oh, I just hiccuped. I'm sorry. Number 2, defensive pattern Sardonica Gamma 2. What?
Bringing friends, are you?
Yep.
Well, I have friends
USS Tempest is at your disposal.
Thank you for the follow. Krieger GW. Does that stand for Gravity Well? What does a GW stand for? Sure thing. Send me a friend request, CJ, at Sarcasm Detector. It's very simple. No numbers or anything. GameWorks. Nice. Krieger GameWorks. We'll just call you Krieger for now, if you don't mind.
You wiped those poor fools out with almost Terran efficiency. Aren't you supposed to be from the good universe? Oh well. Perhaps the Krenim will get the job done.
What if there's, oh, I'm already, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. What if there is no good universe? And Krieger, welcome to the stream, and hang around. We're just having a chill time here.
Saw the temporal beacon and came as soon as...
You're slaughtering all my freedom fighters, killer. Up for a real challenge. Comms, call our fleet. Now.
And here's the Terran fleet. Oof. Wow, okay. I didn't see what happened here. Photon torpedo. Photonic shockwave torpedo. There must have been a bit of lag because that was a bit too fast. Freaking backstab bullshit. Yeah, I'm more of a refined veteran, or not refined, a reformed DPS. Wait. Let's drop one of these. One of those, one of these. Oh, wow, okay. What were we saying earlier about advanced being too easy? Let's wait till I'm done with this mission, and then I can grab you and we can continue the next one. Here. Unless you want to join in. I mean, it's almost done, isn't it?
Walker here. These are all the ships we can spare. Let's do this.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Send the invite and hop in if you want. Nice. You got the big ship. Jump in whenever you feel like it, bro. Suki-san, I just got ass-bloated twice. Mobile space station and then some.
All ships hold. There are too many of them.
There's the Anoraks.
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to catch me.
Enough, Lita. Our battle is at Procyon 5, not here. All ships, set course, now!
Ta-ta! Until next time.
Yes, it is. It is over.
Here sooner. How bad was it?
Bad. We lost Daniels.
I'm sorry. He was a good man. The war was taking a heavy toll on him, particularly the Battle of Procyon 5. The enemy keeps attacking us there, and they're getting stronger each time. Each Alliance victory has come with a higher price, for Daniels especially.
His scars.
Yes, he was a crucial figure in the battle, at the heart of it every time, barely surviving in some cases. And now, he's gone. We might not be able to win it without him.
I am using just these guys, which I really shouldn't be using. Are the Scorpion Swarm Squadron. I mean, they're not good unless you really have superior area suppression or whatever it's called. SAD, whatever it's called. I don't have it, so he'd want us to keep fighting, and that's exactly what I intend to do. We're clear to leave the system. Engage. And let's hail Temporal Command and get the thing. Oh, it's Chekhov. And nothing really worth it, so we'll just pick something random. And then let's pick out the last mission available here. Not available. Future-proof. Which is Ragnarok.
Noi and his allies have engaged Alliance forces at Procyon 5 in the 26th century. Your work at New Khitomer allowed us to summon our ships to the battle, but they may not arrive in time. The combined power of the enemy fleet may be more than we can handle. Join the Alliance fleet as soon as you can. We must face the enemy and we must win, or all of history will be lost.
Travel to Procyon 5 in the Beta Quad. And there's a bunch of stuff here which we don't care about, really. Looks like CJ is already in that area. And let's begin. CJ, do not hold back.
Time is short, my friends, so I'll make this quick. The battle is not going well for us. We have already lost Daniels. We're outnumbered and outgunned. Our plan relies on the Tox Uthot. With it, we can destabilize the Expanse and force the Sphere Builders to withdraw. There's only one ship with the power to use the Tox Uthot effectively, the Enterprise. She must survive at all costs. Today we're fighting for the past, present, and future. So fight hard and fight well. Dismissed.
Well, the last time when I met CJ, we were actually there was pretty much a new streamer, a new player of STO, and we teamed up with him and helped him out a little bit. But I kept sending messages to CJ, like hold back a little bit, let him do his own thing. That was you, right? It's good. Okay, reroute power to shields and life support as needed. All right, take us in.
We must get the Tox Uthot to the Enterprise. Here they come. All ships, defend the Enterprise at all costs. Krenim ships on intercept course. Weapons hot. reach the Enterprise. They're almost Terran ships ahead. They're trying to intercept us.
You're a little late to the party.
In my opinion, unless you are absolutely striving for the ultimate DPS, it doesn't really matter. Just pick a color you like and go with that.
Oregon ships inbound. They're locking weapons. All ships defend the Enterprise at all. Find a suitable location and I will beam down.
Find a good place where we can beam in.
All ships defend the Enterprise at all.
Very well. Send coordinates to Captain Chekhov's ship and beam us down, number 2. And now it's the ground game. Yeah, phaser would probably be the easiest. There's many types, and there's actually a lot of consoles available to buff that particular flavor, and it comes in multiple colors.
Behind us.
You can get the yellow phasers, you can get red phasers, you can get blue. There's several different types of blue phasers actually. And then there's the bright green toxic phasers. Did you say Captain Dax? Nice, it's Dax.
Captain Dax to all hands. Brace for impact.
The pulse ones are, I believe, the same color as normal phasers, kind of golden.
My transponder's missing.
Scotty.
Did someone come from America work with them?
Scotty?
That would be this wee temporal beacon. Once activated, it brought me here. Somehow.
Bullshit.
Temporal shenanigans. Oops. Oh, we have to speak with him. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys.
Waiting for a signal. Better late than never, I suppose. Where and when are we?
We're aboard the Enterprise J in the... Okay. Scotty. Hold on. Scotty. God damn it, Scotty.
I'm holding on to that beacon.
We're aboard the USS Enterprise J in the 26th century.
Oh, aye. Judging by the sounds of things, I'd say we're the kind of trouble the Enterprise is getting into regularly. Am I right?
That's a fair statement, yes.
Well, we better get to it then. Wouldn't want to let a fine lady like this down, would we?
Oh, are you asking me what I have on my ship? On my ship, I have an assortment of stuff. I have phased biomatter, which is the Xindi phasers. They're blue. There's the Terran Task Force one, which I believe is gold color. And then I have an assortment. There's a trilithium phaser, an inhibiting phaser, and a biomolecular phaser at the back. So all my guns are phasers, but they're just multicolored. Thanks, Rudolph. Welcome back to the stream, mate. No, we would not. Glad you're with us, Captain Scotty. Hope you enjoyed the... Hope your stream went well that morning. I saw you went for quite a bit of time. So this is just like the episode of Enterprise.
Borders.
Ooh. Or Terran Empire. time is it now? It's 2:36 a.m. What time is it over in Denmark? Should be what, like 8 o'clock in the morning or something?
All right, we need to integrate the Tax Utat into the primary power network of the Enterprise. Scotty, I could use a hand here.
Do you think you can handle the 26th century engineering? Oh, sorry, you're in Germany, not Denmark. I'm not sure why I got confused about that. Totally different countries. 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Wow, okay. It's a 5-hour stream. It's the same time zone, okay. Excellent, we'll do what we can to help you both. Begin the integration process.
All right, we need to reconfigure these consoles to work with the Tax Utat. Incoming! Keep working, Scotty!
So, by the way, Krieger, don't pay too much attention to what I'm doing on the ground. I am a terrible, terrible ground player.
Consoles realigned. Now activate them so we can put them to use.
Looking Glass Gladiator. It's a new accolade. I must have missed that at some point.
We'll realign the consoles. Watch out for our friends from the Terran Empire.
This thing is a terrible ground player. I don't know, man. There are some ground players that are really, really good. I am, however, not one of them. I think Augie's still in the stream. His ground stuff is like, it's kind of crazy. He's got that Necromancer build.
Let's deploy the core integration chamber and wrap this up.
Like if he was here, he would pretty much like be assimilating all these guys that we're killing here, and we'd have like hundreds of them, hundreds of drones.
Hopefully we won't get any more.
Suki as well, yeah. Wait, number one, be careful. You got something up your. Well, never mind.
Bound to get some now.
Configure. Oh, it's just, there's no waiting, just configure. Okay. Good. Deploy the Tax Utat.
Nice try.
Damn it, Lita.
Oh, none of you look like the beg for mercy type, so let's just skip to your execution.
Well, how about we not? I'd rather not, you know.
You were right, Scotty. Unfortunately.
Let's deal with this angry lassie and her band of friends.
Yeah, press F. But there's no respect.
I've got more than enough of this.
She fights like a Klingon.
Now! Good luck with your fool's errand, Noi.
The Haggis is in the fire, for sure.
The Haggis is in the fire. Okay. Speak with Chekhov. Where are you, Chekhov?
I might be getting
Over here.
too old for this. Lita's shot sent a power surge through the command relays. They're offline, but Scotty and I can get them running again. We just need the time.
Just get started, laddie.
You'll have it, Captain.
Losing the Terran fleet won't make Noi happy. He'll send every ship he has at the Enterprise. You need to keep her safe while we finish the job here.
Understood. Good luck, gentlemen. 5 to beam up. Alliance forces, this is the Admiral. Protect the Enterprise at all costs.
I need more time.
Where can we be of assistance, Command?
They're coming in from 3 o'clock.
We've got your back.
More enemy forces incoming.
A bit of damage here. They're still shooting at me. They're so rude.
They're coming in from 12 o'clock.
So for you new players out there, I really wouldn't recommend you guys put dual heavy cannon builds on a Dreadnought.
We've got your back. Mayday! Mayday! Our course about to breach.
More ships are attacking.
Suki, you're not like a new player. Yeah, that 45-degree angle is a pain in the butt.
They're coming in from 9 o'clock. We've lost main power.
We're almost done. Mr. Scott needs just a little more time. Engaging the enemy. For the glory!
Structural integrity compromised. Repeat.
Hold out for just a moment. Sensors indicate a large ship headed your way.
And I'm betting that's the Anarax. You know what? Let me just get out of here for a sec.
We're as ready as we'll ever be. Just give the word.
The word is given, Captain. Fire. $7 degrees and 360 Omni beams in the back.
The Toxuitan is disrupting the expanse. There go the spear builders too. And good riddance.
Wait.
This isn't over. I have all the time I need to find the path to victory.
Captain Chekhov is hailing us, sir.
He's going to run. He's done it many times before. Disable the Anorex if you can, and take Noi alive. He should answer for his crimes.
Acknowledged. Well, we'll try. Grab some of this stuff as well. And there's a whole lot of nasties here.
Thanks for the save. Following your lead. That was close. Thanks. We'll be right behind you.
So if you want, like, usually if you want a forward-facing ship like this, you probably more want dual beam banks. That would be actually the easier thing to fly. Nice. Beam us down, it's time to end this. Dual heavies, it definitely would be, you know, for a new player, dual heavies on anything would be kind of hard to pull off. Those actually do have some skill requirements to pull them off, even on an escort. And a lot of new players actually make the assumption, like, if they want to fly an escort, they have to be a tactical captain, and then they end up exploding a lot because tactical captains in an escort tend to explode quite a bit. So I recommend that tactical captains, if you're a new player, go with like a battle cruiser or something, or even just a regular cruiser. Much safer. Reading fluctuation levels of chronoton energy within the anoraks. Right. Let me know if the levels go critical, number 1. On an escort like the Legendary Defiant, pilot ships are actually really nice to fly. I mean, they're a bit easier because they do have like the pilot mechanics and let you jump around. And their skill cap is quite high. I mean, if you don't have any skill, you can do fairly well with it. And if you actually do have skill, then you will absolutely wreck face with it. Shit, temporal core shutdown. Icarus class, very nice. Access denied. Log off. Why are you denying us access? Overwrite the computer log. Access denied.
Sorry I could not greet you properly on the bridge. I'm afraid I had more pressing matters to tend to elsewhere. Rest assured, I'll be dealing with you and your thugs soon enough.
It's over, Noi. Stand down while you still can. Scan the ship for Noi. Actually, you know what? The one I prefer, the one I really like pilot ship-wise is this one here. I still have it in the box. Andorian Kaimesh. Very nice ship. Noi is in temporal engineering. It looks like he's trying to open a time vortex without fixing the temporal core. If he does so, the core will breach. The subsequent shockwave would devastate most of the beta quadrant. Yeah, that's going to be bad. He's lost it. We need to get down there now. Temporal core. Unseal the door and let's go. I like that, the knockdown thing. Oi, I'm trying to kill you. Don't freeze me like that. Terribly rude of you. Again, they do it again. That's not nice, really. Another one of these gaps in the floor. Get a vaporized person? No, we can vaporize them.
I suppose this was inevitable. So be it. It's time. Time I put an end to this charade and to you.
The Suliban carrier is actually one of the better ships in the game. The cat jumping around.
Handle them. I must bring the temporal core back online.
Nice things about the Caitians is they can jump. And they're much faster than anything else. There's nothing down here. There apparently is nothing down here. Now, if you could target stuff in front of me, that would be appreciated. Get vaporized. Damn it, why can't you get vaporized?
I'll deal with you myself.
Okay, for some reason I cannot fire. Here we go.
Guards, kill them, now!
Getting some really weird glitchiness. Anyone I can vaporize?
I will end you once and for all.
You're not coming standing up, Noi. Oh no, we can't. We have to do this. It's over, Noi. Check his life signs.
And so...
Derp. We didn't get to see the end of that. Shut down the temporal core.
Reading multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown's bridge.
Reading multiple Klingon. Oh, that is a glitch. That is definitely a glitch. That audio should not be popping up here. Energize.
Sorry I'm late.
Daniels, aren't you?
I was, in a manner of speaking. Stopping Noi altered the timeline in a number of ways, including one where I lived.
Noi is done, but his allies are still out there. Any of them could try to take Procyon again, so we'll need to stay vigilant. And so, for now, this is goodbye.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Well, Scotty, let's get you back to the 24th century.
Do you mind a quick stop in the 23rd first? I'd like to see the Enterprise. Our Enterprise. One last time.
I think that can be arranged, old friend. 2 to beam up.
Why is Chekhov in the future? You ever find out why he was bumped up into the future?
It's good to know they're out there. People who come through in the end. People like you. What you did today will remain secret. No parades, no celebrations. Still, there's comfort in knowing the timeline's secure. Take pride in that. On behalf of myself and the countless others you've saved today, thank you.
I would have actually liked to see more of Captain Dax as well. Cool, you take it easy, man.
Well done. With your help, we were able to stop Noi and preserve the timeline. I am proud to have worked with you, my friend. Do svidaniya.
Very, very nice. So if you're wondering how I did that, there's F1 will self-select, and then you can do stuff with that. And there's also F2 through F5 will select certain team members as well. already accepted that, and if we look here, episodes, we have completed all of them. What's next is the next chapter, which is New Frontiers, which is interesting. We're not going to start that in this particular stream for now. We'll save that for the next stream, but we can do some other stuff.